You ready?
Right. Yep.
And now is a time when things are shifting. There's gonna be a new world order out there. And we've got to lead it.
True internet suffered depression.
You are fake news.
I am not suicidal.
We'll circle back with you directly. If I can circle back, I'll circle back with you.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Hello. My mistake. I forgot about that part right there. Hello and welcome to episode 235 of the Jeffrey and Brian Show. I am Jeffrey.
I'm Brian.
Hello, just two guys drinking some beers, talk what's going on. We have the wonderful El Guapo with us once again.
Thank you, thank you.
Your volume's really low.
Can't hear you there, bud.
Oh,
That's a little bit better.
there we go. Thank you, thank you.
We've been having some issues with sharing this straight to the Facebook
But
page.
Facebook changed their
because
rules.
apparently, yeah, so we don't have enough subscribers to publish live directly to that because it's a business page and not like a personal page. So I'm sure anyone who's watching right now noticed that we are on YouTube and are linking it to the Facebook page so you can watch it.
Yeah, but I haven't linked it yet because you didn't send me the link.
Oh, well, I didn't realize that.
Back to YouTube. Yeah.
That's easy enough.
Until we get our strikes.
Yeah.
Yes. I thought we were going to get one last week, but they changed the rules on the Corona stuff.
Oh, they had to.
Yeah. Check it out. I got a wood stove behind me
Nice.
down in my basement. Yeah.
You're not firing it
I
up
got
right now?
It's hot as
It
hell.
needs a little restoration.
I
Needs
was
some
sitting on the
restoration.
boat in a heat advisory, motherfuckers.
Nobody sent you out there on the boat.
I had to drink beer.
Dude, I was out with the chainsaw all day.
Mm.
All right. All right. Well,
That it?
let's get into this. And hopefully my echo isn't too bad. I'm going to try to keep my excitement down so you don't hear me bouncing off all the walls here. Like as usual, we're starting to follow up. Do you remember that train that derailed at East Palestine, Ohio?
Yep.
Last year?
We talked about it because Trump went, Biden didn't.
Yes, we covered extensively. Apparently, these chemicals made it as far north as Maine and as far south on the east coast of North Carolina.
Damn.
Chlorine was one of the chemicals listed when I read this article, and I thought that was funny because yesterday the wife and I both mentioned that it smells like bleach outside.
Uh,
Yeah, I was like, that's interesting. Anyway. But yeah, apparently it contaminated everything, just like you said. They did jack shit to try to clean this up. Go figure.
I did.
You tried to clean it up?
What?
Oh, I'm sure Flores is El Matadoro is loving listening to you hack again, Brian.
Yeah, I got a cold.
God knows if he's listening anymore though.
No.
So
we lost
Just
a lot
Stop
of
Oil has
Massachusetts listeners when you left Massachusetts.
Just Stop Oil has acted again,
Yes, they are.
and they spray painted Stonehenge.
Oh, they also did
And,
Taylor Swift.
I mean, I thought Stonehenge
that?
just had like big fences around it and stuff now.
No, I guess it's just.
I thought it was protected too, but apparently not.
No.
Well, they came out and said something like, "Oh, it's cornstarch and orange cornstarch and water. The rain will wash it off."
Big
And someone had
fry.
to
I bet it
explain to
didn't.
someone had to explain to these morons that there's a life form, this lichen life form on these stones that's protecting the stones from pollution and the environment. So by doing this, they are actually destroying the environment that they're trying to protect.
Right.
And they've been told expect a prison sentence because this isn't just anything. This is a historical monument, an ancient monument is what they called it, and they have a special law about ancient monuments over there. So
Damn.
maybe
It's
someone will
like
actually see some punishment. Yes.
This is
Yes.
pre-Roman era.
Controversy of what it is. Yeah, it was like druids.
Yeah.
And some believe it to be a calendar.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not sure
Or it
what
could
it
be a
is.
ritual area, something like that. But
Yeah,
they
for
also
all I
did
know, they were
Taylor.
sacrificing.
Yeah, they also did Taylor Swift a jet, the way they painted too.
Well, we don't know it
Oh,
was
yes,
actually
they
Taylor
did.
Swift's jet. It was just a jet there.
All right. Uh, and did you see this Democrat congressional staffer who's celebrating publicly that his student debt was canceled by Biden?
Yeah, he gets what he gets. He's
Well,
an
this is
idiot.
bullshit. Oh, if anyone you're going to help pay off the student debt, it shouldn't be these guys because they're getting $800 a month
Right.
through the government to pay off their student debt. So it's like, well, it was getting paid anyway, and now we just said no, thanks. But whatever,
Yeah.
whatever. Had a couple of deaths happen this week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Willie Mays
Uh-huh.
and Donald Sutherland died.
Yeah, well, they're close in age. There's like 5 years difference between the two of them. They had a good
Yeah.
life. Hate to see
Yeah,
them
Willie
go,
Mays
but
made it to
everybody's got to go
93.
at some point, you know?
And Mays was one of the greats of all time
Yeah,
in
yeah.
baseball.
Uh-huh.
And this is interesting. I read about the Donald Sutherland thing. Uh, I never put two and two together and realized that Kiefer Sutherland was his son. It just
That was an
never occurred
easy
to me.
one.
And I was like, oh crap, it makes perfect sense. And it was funny because Guapo's on here twice now.
I love when
The
he
wife
does
was
that.
like, what do I know Donald Sutherland from? I was like, most recently, The Hunger Games.
Oh yeah, he been in a lot of the
And
Dead, the Body Walker, the Snatch Body Walkers, or something like that.
what's that?
He was the guy that went like pointing out like the Day of the Body Walker Snatchers. I forgot the name.
Oh,
Of it.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he been in a lot of movies.
Oh, yes. And Corey Bush is a faith healer, I guess. She's one of the squad with AOC and all them.
Uh-huh.
What happened?
She apparently some random woman asked her to touch and feel her tumors, and she put her hands on this woman and cured her cancer.
Oh,
Oh,
And
so
she
that
was
makes-
asked about this in it. Well,
Mhm.
she was asked about it in an interview, and she doubled down and said, "Yes, this is what happened." It's like, oh, okay, you're fucking crazy.
Well, yeah, that doesn't mean
just
you're
gotta
gonna get
have
reelected.
faith.
I don't understand how people vote for these morons, but they do. I don't know how to get Guapo's. Oh, never mind. He just did it himself.
Hallelujah.
Black.
I've been
Black
drinking a lot
bears have been
already, but
seen-
I really don't think I'm the double guapo level of drinking yet.
Black bears have been seen across West Virginia and parts of Ohio recently.
Hmm.
Those are terrifying bears.
Mhm.
And we also have two new classes of fish that they're officially taking records on in West Virginia. So
Okay.
there's been two new record fish caught in West Virginia. Crappie and something else. I thought that was fishing is huge out here. They have tournaments every year, especially rainbow trout.
Right.
All right. I'm gonna have a quick half a cigarette, which I can do because I'm right next to the door. Brian, tell me what's going on in Virginia.
Yeah, well, President Trump is coming to Virginia / Chesapeake on
What?
Friday.
This coming Friday?
3:00.
Oh, too late for me to
Gotta
get a
take
ticket.
the-
Get
Gotta
time
take
off.
some time off from work.
I can't. I gotta be. I can't.
I'm gonna be in Michigan at that time, so I can't either.
Yeah. I need like 2 weekends in advance, and right now we're really tight at work.
No, Trump
you-
doesn't plan things 2 weeks in advance because he never knows when he's gonna be in jail. It goes day by day.
Yeah, well, I guess the Democrat have learned the lesson because that's what's giving more points. I mean, more.
Yeah, he's actually got more campaign funds than President Biden does
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Like
So,
$40 million or something shit
do you
like
think
that.
they learned the lesson yet or no?
No, fuck no. They're gonna keep at it.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that I
They're
think I'm gonna go
dumb.
put my tinfoil hat on, and I'm gonna tell you that they're trying to get Trump to win, and they want to take the Senate and the House because
So they can
everything
keep.
is going to collapse from these Biden policies,
They're not gonna be
and they
able.
want
They
this to
might be
happen
able
to
to
be able
get
to
the
blame.
House. They're not gonna. The Senate's a high road for them to keep because they're defending like 7 Senate seats to 1 Republican seat or some crazy number like that.
Mm.
Yeah, and then in 2 years they get to vote again.
Not for Senate. Senate's every 6 years.
Well,
Yeah, but
depends
not
on the
everyone's up every
rotation.
6 years.
Yeah.
Oh, third is
Different
up.
guys will be up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Different guys will be up.
Mm.
And then they're
Well,
going to
right
try to
now,
blame everything on Trump that's happening because of Biden's policies. I'm starting to genuinely believe this because there's no way the crap they're putting out they expect anyone to believe, and we'll get into that with the cheap fakes. It's one of our
Oh, I can't wait to get the cheap
topics today.
fakes.
Mm.
Yeah, which actually we can jump down to that and circle back to
Oh,
the first topic if you like.
thanks, Facebook. Now it's telling me, hey, Trump is coming to Virginia. Like now that we're
You
talking about it,
finally, yeah, we talked about it on the show.
now,
They're
now it's
listening to YouTube to the show because they can't get it on Facebook Live anymore.
well, no, the cell phone's over listening to you, so recommend things that you talk about.
That's been happening for years.
Yeah. Anyways, where are we now?
I don't know. What happened to Jeffrey?
I don't know. I was looking at the.
Apparently, he
Oh,
was
he's
starting up his fire. He got
What's that?
cold.
Mm.
He
Oh, no, I
disappeared.
was just I was putting out my half cigarette and storing it for later. Yeah, I say we jump down to the
All right.
down to cheap fakes and then come back for
Thanks.
the first one.
Yeah, they came up with a new term.
Bob.
The administration did not deep fakes, cheap fakes.
Oh, it's hilarious. Cheap fake apparently means anything that's obviously true and right in front of your face that the Biden administration doesn't want you to believe.
Oh, that sounds all right.
But yeah, well, they show you like the unedited version, like this is the cheap fake. Then they show you their version, which is like 14 jump cuts. Like this is the real version. It's like these are different camera angles. The time signature changes in the middle of it. You know,
Mhm.
Right.
but Biden apparently is angry and distracted at all these political attacks on his family.
Uh,
It makes me
son?
laugh.
Who? His son? That's the only one.
all these attacks should have happened a long time ago. He should never been elected president because of the corruption in the Biden family.
Yeah.
It's known corruption
Well, it
for
was Russian
decades.
disinformation,
and-
wasn't it?
If they weren't like trying to protect him, his classified documents he took as vice president and laughed about in his autobiography would have been enough to land him in actual jail / prison.
And the Burisma thing, it's the sending his son to China on Air Force Two to come back with $2 billion and 10% went to the big guy.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, he's saying he's angry and distracted because of this stuff while they're targeting the entire Trump administration and his lawyers and his family.
And the people that are liking it, that were liking his administration. Scott Bannon is supposed to go to prison for 4 months for something that Eric Garland has got the same charges against him, but because he's DOJ, they're not going to do anything.
Of course not. Of course not. And now Hunter Biden is admitting that the CCP had him come to visit China to discuss business opportunities. And this was found in the emails on the Biden laptop that everyone called Russian disinformation. Yes. And oh man, how much did every news outlet besides the New York Post tell us this? New York Post is the only one that would publish this. Yes, and as soon as it came out, it's true. I haven't heard a single retraction from Wall Street Journal, CNN, MSNBC.
They don't want you to remember it. They're hoping that you're a typical American that has a very low attention span.
Yes, short memory. And did you see Joe tried to introduce Mayorkas?
No, I missed it.
Oh, really? He was introducing himself and Mayorkas, and he went, "Hey, in my attorney,
Oh, these videos are deep fakes, though.
I don't think I'm going to introduce you." And everyone laughs. The thing is, it's an uncut footage, and it's from a media pool of footage. It's not even like CNN did this or whatever, or Fox News did it. It's stock footage that everyone uses. And like, no, that's fake. And it's like, what? It's like you went and edited it and then translated for him. But don't leave me lying eyes. You know what I mean?
Let me see if I can bring it up. There's got to be a video for this.
I hope you can get at least the audio from it because it was ridiculous.
Yeah, let me get it over to Chrome where I can actually share stuff.
Find the actual piece of that link.
Yeah, I found the link for it. I was the one who shared it, so.
Yeah, I know you did. Do you have a
sound queued up for it? I got RNC research. Yes, I'm bringing it up now. Am I still sharing sound? Yes. I'm not sharing video, so let me stop sharing sound and switch to video.
Well, while you're setting this up, Karine Jean-Pierre has slammed everybody for these quote deep fakes, but the problem is whoever this Fox News article, it was MSNBC that called them cheap fakes. Then Karine Jean-Pierre came out and said, "I believe you guys calling them cheap fakes." But and anyone watching, here's the video of the man. It's uncut, it's uncensored. And let's listen to what this man has to say.
Thanks to all the members of Congress and Homeland Security Secretary.
Brian?
Yes.
What's going on, Brian?
Oh, shoot.
It was playing fine until you start talking.
It's loaded up on our screen.
Huh?
Can you not hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? You don't hear me?
I do now. And geez, I am frozen up good, aren't I?
I can hear you.
Yeah, you guys keep freezing up on me. I might be too far away from my Wi-Fi, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I see you moving, and I don't see Guapo anymore.
He left.
Of course.
He went to the bathroom or something.
As soon as you tried to share the video,
the video didn't play. So let me go back to just share my computer audio and play it that way. Let's make this a real audio show and stop sharing video.
I mean, I don't mind sharing the videos, but I do prefer this to be an audio show. All right, so, but yeah, she's saying this is all cheap fakes. The White House keeps saying that. They're saying it's social media manipulation, and it's not as sophisticated as a deep fake because you're not using AI. You're just deceptively editing video. It's like, oh, you mean like find people on both sides?
Yeah.
Or Trump overfeeding the fish in the koi pond of Japan.
Right.
You mean that kind of deceptive editing?
Yep.
All right, let's get some sound in here, Brian.
Let's see if it works.
Thanks to all the members of Congress and Homeland Security Secretary.
Right.
I'm not sure we're going to do
It's not very loud. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So that's what's going on with that. Don't believe your lying eyes when you see Joe Biden wander off, like at the Normandy, like, oh, he was going to go talk to the paratroopers. So I'm not even necessarily saying that's not true. But why the fuck are you doing that in the middle of like a ceremony when everyone else is talking and like you're just gonna wander off and go talk to this guy? That's a senior moment. You forgot what you were doing and went to go do something else. Like when the prime minister of Italy had to grab him by the collar and pull him back because he was wandering off.
Yeah.
And like we all saw.
And didn't former President Obama do that recently too for him?
Yeah, he grabbed by the
Yeah,
wrist.
yeah, yeah. Had to grab him by the wrist and the shoulder, like the between his shoulders, and walk him off the stage because for 7 full seconds he stood there like he was paralyzed. And the best part is when the news media came out and tried to prove that this was fake. They're like, oh, this is deceptively edited. Meanwhile, they cut to a different camera angle way up high,
Right.
and it's like you cut. There's clearly a cut here because it went to a different camera.
Yeah.
So how do you know what I mean? Meanwhile, just the straight footage of it, and it's not even like it was just a frozen video because you could see Obama like waving, and then have to walk him off the stage. Oh man, it's getting ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, big time.
Uh, and one of these liberal arts schools up in Boston is blaming the new low enrollment and the possible staff cuts they have to make because no one's signing up, which means there's no money, on the anti-Israel protests. Wasn't this something we said that people weren't going to want to attend these schools?
Oh, yeah, big time.
While
Even
people are
in the
saying, "Kill the
northeastern,
Jews."
highly liberal schools, only people are going to get there are people that actually live around there. You're not getting out of state and people from conservative states to fly in to go to your schools because their opinion doesn't matter.
Go
And
south,
the out-of-state tuition costs more than in-state.
If you want to be not be harassed, you have to go south of the Republican state because we're not going to put up with that.
And
shit.
now this comes up every 10 years or so. The Senate is pushing for women to sign up for the draft. With what's going on right now, how many of these liberal women that have been pushing for conflict everywhere, how many of them are going to get barefoot and start cooking dinner as soon as they think they're going to have to go fight in a war? Feminism, I bet, goes out the window as soon as they. I keep hearing, "Oh, we're going to move to Canada. Trump wins." Rosie O'Donnell, that fat fuck, is still in the United States.
Yeah, she ain't moving.
Well, she can't. She's disgusting.
She's got a good show on the View, though.
This draft, I think we need to imply, but for female, the only way you're allowed to vote if you sign up for the list of service. That's it.
So you want to be like Israel? You want instead of being
Israel,
2 years automatic service, you're automatically on the draft, where you don't get shit.
No. If you want to vote, you have to sign up for a list of service.
Okay, so if I don't have to vote, I don't have to put my name on the draft list.
No, a male or female, fuck it. You put a skin in the game.
I've heard this argument. It's like if you want to vote, you have to sign up at least for the draft.
We do. If you men have to do it already.
Men, but if you don't want to vote, you don't have to sign up for the draft, but you'll still get your freedom of speech, your right to maybe even own a gun. You just can't make a decision on who goes to war and when.
Mm-hmm.
I also like the idea of only net taxpayers get to vote because it's their money being spent with the decisions made by the voters.
We would not be in this situation. All those liberal females were voting for Biden. They're the one.
His numbers are because they get going down.
Well, they're the one that decided to vote for Biden. Look where they are now. Where we are now.
Yeah, they get to vote to go to war, but they don't have to go to the war. They get to vote to send you to war, but
yeah. And now the Democrats want to push them in. The Republicans are like, no, fucking ship royal. Like, no, if you want to put females on the draft, if they don't want to be enlisted, they don't. You have to serve in order to vote. How about that? Boom, probably serve. All those liberal bitches are gonna be out of the way, so all the men is gonna be voting.
I like the idea of some kind of service. It doesn't even have to be military service. It could be police force. It could be EMT.
Secret service.
What?
They should be allowed to vote too if you're any kind of service to the nation or the government. Yeah.
Public service.
Space Force.
Yeah. Yeah, that counts as military. And
volunteer does not count. That's you volunteer.
No, it's not. Space Force is real.
Oh, Space Force? Yeah, but I'm saying like
President Trump made Space Force.
Yeah, I know.
That's because they're setting up rods from God. So remember a long time ago, I believe it was under Obama, we were talking about this with
Yeah, we
us
were.
sending money and
This
everything
show's
to
been going
Iran.
on for a couple of years.
A couple decades, dude. Like this is getting nuts.
We've been doing this
Well,
on and off
apparently
for over 10 years.
10 years. It's been almost 20 years, probably more than that.
Well, I don't have
We've been at
access
this
to the old
actively.
files on the old network that kind of died. So,
Yeah, we didn't pay the upkeep costs, keep the
no, we
old ones
paid
going.
it, but they just went along in their own little world and did something else. They lost money or something. But it doesn't matter.
Now we're having a look at Iran because they were just going to get nuclear power when we gave them all this weapons grade plutonium, and lo and behold, it looks like they have nuclear weapons now.
You're definitely heading that way.
This is wonderful.
But it doesn't matter.
Now we're they're at least close to it if they're not there yet.
Yep.
I am hearing. Yeah, all right.
I fixed it.
All right, Brian, speaking of this, of what's going on, the United States has 13 aircraft carriers, I believe, right?
Apparently, the repeat offender has found a way to comment on YouTube, so maybe he's not as banned as we thought he was.
Oh, wow.
There you go. All right. What's he have to say?
Good day, lads. And we say good day to you too, motherfucker.
What the hell you been drinking?
I've been in loving the heat advisory for a few hours, drinking some beers, smoking some good stuff.
I see.
I was out in the yard today with a chainsaw all day and using my log splitter. By the way, I drove an hour and a half yesterday to get to the DMV.
Yeah.
I got my paper license. I'm waiting for my permanent license to come in the mail, but they have a stupid policy on how to get your license plate changed over here, and they couldn't do that. And I was like, I don't want to drive back an hour and a half to do this shit.
You can't do it online.
Luckily, I can make an appointment though, and not just wait in line.
You do that
Apparently
for a
not.
lot of
Apparently,
things.
I do this shit in person. Yeah. I registered to vote or changed my registration to West Virginia and unaffiliated.
Okay.
I thought about checking the libertarian box, but I was like, ugh, I really don't like those guys.
You don't want to associate.
I just voted in Virginia on Tuesday in the Republican primary.
Who do you select for Senate?
My guy won.
I forgot his name.
Navy, go Navy, go Navy.
Speaking of Navy, Brian, why don't you tell me what we know about the aircraft carriers right now and where they are, and possibly why they are where they are. I know we're not. That's all I could think when I read this. I was like, loose lips sink ships.
Yeah, apparently a local network here in Virginia decided to put out an article about where all the 11 aircraft carriers are across the globe.
That's crazy.
Loose ships sink ships, motherfucker.
The other thing pissed me off too is the local news to let you know when the ships are coming in and what time. You know,
the only people that need to know that are people that have dependents on the ship, and they can get the information from ombudsmen and other people like that.
You know what? Right now, it comes to the point where World War III, nobody needs to know. Surprise! I'm here. Come pick me up. I think we need to come to that point because everybody's like. It's still in the newscast, like, hey, this is the time of coming to boat, and everybody fucking knows. Right now, I think we need to eliminate that too. You know.
Well, if World War III is coming on, we also shouldn't line up our aircraft carriers in a row like we did in Pearl Harbor, but we keep doing that anyway. Look at what's going on in Norfolk.
I know.
There's no carriers in Norfolk right now. They're all deployed or in the shipyard.
And right now, Jane Kagan
and that's
tried to bring some F-35s and Raptors over here to Virginia Beach because they want to keep those on West Coast. Like, yes, but we need to fucking distribute all the fucking everything, dude. I think we need to send some aircraft carrier to Maine, some aircraft carrier to Florida. You know,
we have an aircraft carrier in Florida.
But we need to put something in Maine.
Well, we closed down the big Navy base down in Florida.
The Cecil Field.
Rosie Roads.
No, Rosie Rose is
yeah, and meanwhile, Russia's getting within 25 miles of the coast of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Geez, and this is hilarious is after we allowed Ukraine to fire missiles into Russia across the border, I immediately pointed out the Cuban Missile Crisis. And look what happens. Russia's upped it even more. They brought nuclear submarine and 3 other ships down to Cuba for training exercises. That's even worse than just having a handful of missiles down there. Well, apparently the U.S. is diverting some of our Patriot missiles to other nations to make sure that Ukraine gets them. Do you honestly believe that Russia doesn't think they're at war with us right now?
They do.
Of course they do. We're supplying all the weapons. We're showing them how to use them. We're telling them where to fire them.
Yeah, we keep giving fucking neighbors stones so they can toss it to those neighbors. Of course, they're gonna come back to us.
Yeah, exactly. Like you keep handing this dude rocks who chucks them at my house. I'm gonna blame you as much as I blame the guy chucking the rocks at my house. You know what I mean? And I read this other article twice about China and the South China Sea.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently they rammed a U.S. allies boat and like seized stuff off the vessel. Showed up with blade wielding to do this.
Is that you?
No.
How's that?
I think that is an announcement that someone's trying to show up. Where the fuck is Brian?
I don't know. Like, who's doing this shit?
I think it was because I think it's because the repeat offender. Nope. That is. I bet that's Brian's phone ringing right next to his fucking microphone. Of course.
That's an entrance for the repeat offender.
Is that my entrance song, boys?
Right. You in the bathroom?
What the hell?
On the coat, lads.
Oh, cheers.
How are we?
Oh my god!
Oh, yeah.
You have to send that tune to me. I like that.
Yeah, hey, if I could figure out how to make it do this when someone joins the chat, that'd be fun. There's actually ways I can do stuff like that and have it make.
Oh,
that was Brian's phone, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know.
You gotta kick him in the balls for not putting his shit on silent. Night. Where did he go?
No idea.
Right, well, apparently there's 177. Yeah. Apparently there are 177 countries that the migrants are coming from across the open border on the south.
We only missing like 5 more countries.
We've already found. Well, we've already found out. Was it 8 ISIS members that came across the border?
Yeah.
Is he wearing a bare naked lady shirt too? Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
Check your messages. I think you might have got a text or a phone call.
I did. I left my phone in the car.
Okay.
And Kathy was calling, trying to find it.
That's Kathy.
Sorry, I turned off the sound, Sherry. I'm sorry. You know how it is when you think you lost your phone, you start freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
No, when it's in front of you on the desk and you walk away from it.
It wasn't. It was in the car, locked up. I didn't bring it in when I brought
your computer's probably linked to your phone like mine is, right?
It is, yeah.
That's an Apple. It's an
Apple. I can.
Can you miss my entrance song, mate?
What's that?
And you missed my entrance song?
Yeah, I guess.
Exactly. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was like someone's trying to enter the chat and it was doing like maybe I clicked on one of these things that makes it do things.
Repeat offenders coming in.
Yeah. Yeah. Trumpet the whole.
Well, we thought he was banned from YouTube. That's why, we brought him on, but now he's commenting YouTube too. So
that's why you're a peer offender.
And he hadn't been on in a while, so it's always good to have people on, every once in a while. So
thanks, mate, especially when I'm on double time here today at work.
Oh, you're still at work?
Yeah, mate, yeah. I'll introduce my lovely work colleague in a minute.
All right, cool.
Do you remember when Biden said surge the border before he took office?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now he's re-implementing the Trump policies because even the Dems don't like this.
Oh, yeah, because he's losing support. I mean, basically, he's got to win all the states he won last time around, or if Trump takes one of those states, he's not going to get the re-election.
Looks like he might get looks like Trump might get Virginia.
Yeah.
And also looks like Trump might get Pennsylvania or something like that too,
Yeah, Pennsylvania's looking very good for Trump.
Yeah. Did you see the article about how these non-citizens are getting voter registration cards now?
No.
They get paperwork to like a work ID number. And as soon as they get a job, they're handed voter registration information and they're putting that number down. Now you can say they're not allowed to vote, but nobody's checking for citizenship.
And that's been our problem all along. When Republican states try to enforce some identification laws, they freak out about voting rights because other groups may not have state IDs to deal with life. They just live life.
Bullshit. Do you know a single adult without some kind of identification?
No, not at all. I was trying to see if you'd raise the bullshit flag.
Well, I mean, first of all, you're saying black people are too stupid, or
I didn't say that.
Poor to get.
I did not say
that.
No,
not you. But that's their argument. And it's like, how are they buying cigarettes and beer and driving? Are you saying they're committing all sorts of crimes?
You can't do any of those without a photo ID. Not possible.
Yeah. Oh, and that's another thing. As people are getting driver's licenses, they're being signed up to they're registered to vote too. Just like I went to the DMV to change over my driver's license, and
they offered you the register
swapped over my
vote thing.
It didn't right on the spot. Yeah. They don't know what computers are.
I can't believe she said that and barely got any crap for it, saying that there's black kids in Harlem that don't know what the word computer means. It's like, whoa, that is the most racist thing I've heard in a long time, because computers are not new.
No.
Like, even if you don't have one at home because you are poor, I guarantee you there's one in your school.
And you go to the library to get on a computer for free too.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Brian, did you see that? I know you did. I think you shared this article about the New York illegal migrant that was arrested.
Yeah, he got the beat down.
What happened?
He tried to, or he did rape a 13-year-old New York City girl, and an angry mob found him, and they held him down and beat the shit out of him until the cops got there.
Yeah, well, they apparently a couple people recognized the description of this guy and waited for him at a place they knew he would go to because they'd seen him there before. And this is something we brought up with the defund the police and how the police aren't enforcing the rules, is how vigilante justice is going to take off. And that is just not good, but at least something happened,
Yeah.
And apparently up in Colorado, there was a semi truck that was in a deadly crash. And it turns out the guy driving the truck was an illegal migrant, which made me wonder how he got a CDL.
Yeah. Or if he even had a CDL and the company that hired him just looked the other way. Either way, I would think that the company that hired him as an illegal alien has got some serious shit to deal with right now.
Yeah, they're only taking the jobs that no one wants. Truck drivers get paid.
Yeah, they get paid well.
You know, because you look at was it not Sharon Osbourne, her daughter there was the one who said, like, who's gonna clean your toilet?
Ozzy.
Yeah. No, the daughter.
Like
Caitlyn.
Yeah. It's like, bitch, I clean my toilet. You know, you think I have some Mexican show up to clean my shitter?
Should.
Don't
they have a lot of those in West Virginia?
Oh, there's tons of them. So many Mexicans up here. I mean, I think there's at least 3 in the entire state.
Exactly. That's why I was.
I've seen like a lot of construction. There's a lot of Mexicans from overseas, but none of this. The black community is crying about it. Like, hey, you know, they're like taking our jobs and stuff. You know,
the black community is complaining about it. The best part is the black community is now the one coming up with a replacement theory. The super racist white supremacist theory.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hilarious because I brought this up to a friend of mine online from back in Massachusetts, and they said, "Oh, this replacement theory is stupid." And I was like, "What are we going to do about our dropping birth rates in the United States?" It's like, we're below replacement. We're going to run out of Social Security in less than 10 years.
Invite some Aussies over, mate.
And he goes,
we'll pick that up.
No, and the dude says, well, why do you think we're allowing so many of these migrants in? I'm like, to replace us?
Pretty much.
Like, so maybe this replacement theory isn't so inaccurate. Australia is not maintaining their population either. And realistically, Israel is the only first world nation popping enough kids out every year.
Yeah,
so
they need to
maybe
take
that's
over
what we need to do.
the Palestine.
Maybe that's what we need to do is get Americans to start reproducing, to have 3 or 4 kids, so that 1, Social Security work, 2, we'll have industry flourishing, and that if shit does hit the fan, we don't have to send a whole bunch of people that don't speak the language to go fight in a conflict that they don't give a fuck about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Years ago, back in the 90s, we gave our government gave out baby bonuses. So you got $5,000 for having a baby, and they looked after it for a little while.
I get a tax discount for having children.
No, we got $5,000 bonus to have children.
Yeah, I get like $4,800 a year less I have to pay in taxes, which is cool because that works out as terms like a refund because you're not sure if you paid $4,800 before they give it back to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. This Oakland mayor, this is new to me.
Obviously not new to El Guapo.
Yeah, so she's facing recall now, and I guess the FBI
What'd she do?
Fucking everything up. Like, everybody's leaving Oakland. McDonald's, Taco Bell, everybody.
They have to. They're leaving California in general.
Yeah, but even before the minimum wage increase came up, it wasn't safe. Like, no, it's not.
Well, that's what the deal is with Oakland. It's not safe for businesses.
No, yeah, this is what we're talking about. The mayor of Oakland getting a recall because of all of the shit right now, and the DA too. And now she's getting raided by the
FBI. Just raid her house.
Yes, they did it because
and they're saying
they also raided the Vietnamese community center, stuff like that. So I was like, suspect, dude. There might be Chinese. I think it's Chinese connection going on over here, and the FBI got a whiff of it.
Well, I just left my butt off because they're saying she's not the target of this investigation. It was just all the evidence for this crime was in her house. Like, why would there be evidence of a crime? Well, yeah, that's like saying, what's his name there? Who's the dude with all the gold bars?
That's like I know what you're talking about. The Democrat from New Jersey.
Yeah, that's like saying we're not investigating him.
Melendez, yes. Yes, not my goal.
We're not targeting him in this investigation. It's just all the stolen gold and cash was in his house.
Right.
Yeah. We're trying to figure out who it belongs to.
Well, can Trump use the same argument about the documents they found?
Of course not, because Trump's not a Democrat.
No, he's not a Democrat.
Oh my God.
Oh, look. Bring that bottle back up.
Not guilty. Never surrender.
He's got a koozie for his Mickeys.
No, it's the Yellow Jacket.
Well, now Fauci's upset because of the anger directed at him.
What did he expect?
Says from politicians, but
he lied to the American people for years.
And if you dare
he was
say
the
I don't want
highest
to get
paid
this
government civilian for years. His retirement's higher than most people's retirement, I'm sure. And he still gets paid speaking fees to go on the networks and do a woe's me speech.
Yeah, and they're like giving him the answers in advance, giving him an out to explain why all this crap. But yeah, Fauci, I mean, he if you said I don't want to get the shot, I don't trust it. It's untested. You were some kind of anti-science nut job. Meanwhile, these folks now telling you that men can become women and women can become men.
The main people on this show were anti-science's nut jobs, you know, because neither one of us, all three of us didn't get the shot. And we all seem to be pretty much healthy still, not dealing with long COVID or anything like that. So,
well, did you hear that? Well, Kansas is suing Pfizer over like misrepresentation of this stuff.
Yeah,
because
it's going to be a hard
Pfizer,
road to hoe because you know they had immunity to create this vaccine
Pfizer
as fast as they did.
Pfizer did not sign on to that program because they wanted to be able to keep all of their profits.
Oh, they're going to lose a lot of money then. They screwed up.
Well, apparently,
I think the American government screwed up when they agreed to the limited liability thing.
As soon as they say that, like an experimental drug, and don't worry, there's no repercussions if this stuff kills you. And you're like, yeah, give me 6 of them.
Yeah, exactly.
And apparently, Pfizer knew that up to 10% of pregnant women would have a miscarriage over this, and kept it to themselves. No, go ahead.
Sorry about interrupting. Did you notice there was a major breakthrough in what was going on with all this stuff, these vaccinations and that? There was a paper that was released by these doctors, and it was on autopsy.
We covered it on the show.
Yeah.
We covered it with the myocarditis.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's just been passed. Yeah. It's been allowed to go through now after pressure from Pfizer to stop it.
Yeah, well, yeah, Pfizer's not going to be making this anymore because they weren't making money. People stopped getting the shot, and they had all these side effects. You know, I wonder when people are going to realize that we are from the future. Like, well. We predicted all of this stuff, and it wasn't even like we're geniuses. We looked at what was going on and be like, well,
it was common sense.
Common sense ain't so common, is it?
No, not anymore.
It's a superpower and a fucking curse.
It is because, well, if you're not a moron who can't look at what has happened in the history and have a look at what's going on now and draw lines, you were doomed to watch history repeat, knowing what's going to happen. And everyone, who saw this coming? No one could have seen this coming. It's like you called me all sorts of terrible names for pointing this stuff out. You said I wanted to kill grandma.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to get a shot. When I pointed out that I don't have grandparents, well, you want to kill your mother? I was like, my mother's dead too. Well, you want to kill, it's like,
somebody.
Yeah, just remember, if you're in your car by yourself with your mask on, your mask won't work unless I wear my mask in my car too.
Yeah, exactly.
Because apparently, and remember, double and triple masks did nothing. Fauci has said that too. Mm-hmm. The 6-foot rule that they came up with, he even says like they just appeared one day and no one disagreed with it.
Nobody challenged it.
Oh
Yeah, nobody was like, what's going on there? And did you see this hoax hate thing going on in Texas?
What?
So, some Democrat running for some office in Texas. He was a former Biden appointee. He's been arrested for creating a fake social media account.
Yeah, just a Maliet.
Yeah, and Jussie Smollett it and used this fake account to say racist things to himself. Because I'm a victim, therefore you must vote for me. I must be great.
Hold on. So
he's finally been arrested for.
So what kind of racist thing is like own a business, own a gas station, make money, like what? Like how? I want to read this racist shit honestly. Like how? What can you say to Indian people? They're really successful people. Their family's still together, and they own businesses. So, like, what kind of racist shit you did say? Rice.
Well, he might have quoted Joe. He might have quoted Joe Biden saying you can't go shopping at a Dunkin' Donuts or a 7-Eleven without a slight Indian accent.
What is our fan like? Oh, I own a business. Sorry, Shit, I wish my fucking family get fucking criticism like that. Like fuck yeah, we own business. What do you own?
And I keep hearing how racist Trump is, but no one can come up with an actual example. But I can show you examples of Joe Biden saying, we already have an N mayor. We don't need any more N big shots in the government. Or saying, I don't want my children to grow up in a jungle, a racial jungle. Or if you don't know if you should vote for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Mm-hmm.
And the Dems expect the black vote. Who else are you gonna lose it?
Probably gonna lose it.
It's just nuts. Well, it's nuts. It's like, oh well, I mean, who else are you gonna vote for? You have to vote for us, or else you aren't really black. It's like, well, you keep telling these fuckers that it sucks to be them, and they keep voting for you. Maybe they won't vote for you anymore because it just keeps sucking to be them. But they've been trying to fix the same.
But they did that with the black community for decades, and the black community didn't learn. They just kept voting.
That's because your average American doesn't pay attention to what's going on around them. Has no idea what's going on. They check the news a couple nights a week. They turn on CNN. They hear how, Trump's the devil and he's going to lock everyone up in cages while they are convicting him of charges that were trumped up.
What about a few weeks ago when they tried to bring out that fake news about Trump supposed to said years ago, use the N-word.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, and no one's heard this recording though.
Where's the video? Where's the recording?
Right. Brian, why don't you see if you can't? You think we can get away with playing Joe Biden dropping the N-bomb twice, or you think we'll get in trouble on YouTube for that?
Let's not get in trouble. Not right now. See it.
All right.
That's the scariest thing about AI coming into play now, guys. How easy you reckon it'd be for somebody to bloody manipulate any politician's voice, any politician supposedly saying things for future?
Well, that's why we can't have access to the transcripts that President Biden with special counsel or her.
Yeah,
only allowed to have transcripts.
Isn't Johnson?
Anybody can put anything in a transcript.
Fannie Willis. I don't know if you remember, but before I get there, she said that people are sexualizing her by calling her Fanny because it's a woman's backside, and her name's actually Fani. Do you remember we brought this up? And I think we even had it as a thumbnail maybe when she was wearing like a thong bikini and did a handstand and jiggled her ass around. That was her.
Remember that?
That was her.
Okay.
Well, she is the one in charge of the documents case with Trump, but she's also leading the Little Thug charges. The one we brought up recently, how, the judge threw the defense attorney in jail after the defense attorney brought up how the judge was having illegal meetings with the prosecution and a witness. Well, apparently, this guy Steele has filed paperwork over the judge's head to have him taken off the case.
Mm-hmm.
And this is according to Newsweek. So I am curious to see where that goes. If she gets
pretty much
blown
isn't this
up
whole
in this
case on
case,
hold right now in Georgia because of the shady dealings that has happened in the past?
Yeah, with Wade or whatever.
Her lover slash lawyer, the representative.
That's the Trump.
Dude.
That's the Trump case. That's the Trump case. This is a different case with the rapper.
You guys see the Marlon Wayne brothers? Marlon Wayne interviewed Fannie Willis' boyfriend.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh my God! Yes,
that shit was hilarious.
What position was it?
yeah. Was it this one or was it this one?
What the fuck is he doing, dude? Like, dude, stop doing interviews.
He's not helping.
No,
he is not helping Willis by doing these interviews.
I mean, he can keep going. I don't care, but it's just hilarious, you know.
Well, I mean, any of that's all cheap fakes, obviously, right?
No.
Oh yeah, cheap fakes.
Yeah, the Marlon Wayne brothers. Well, you go to Comedy Central. What do you think is going to happen when you go to Comedy Central? They're going to roast you.
Well, that's what the show's all about, is roasting.
Yes. Especially the Wayne brothers. Like, they still got it. They still got it. If a movie come out of them, right now I go fucking support them because of this one.
Was it Keenan Ivory Wayans that was in Major Payne?
I don't know.
The oldest.
Remember Major Payne?
Yeah, he was. That was the oldest brother.
What is your major malfunction?
Yeah. Then it came out with the scary movies. That was the two. The
I'm sorry, Mr. Deaf Man. All right. Some of these blue states, and by blue states we mean left-leaning or Democrat Party in the United States, apparently are stockpiling Plan B pills.
Yeah.
Worried about their quote right to abortion being taken away from them.
Trump has never threatened the state's rights to abortion.
Yeah, he's a Democrat.
It's not a fucking right.
He actually, this Roe versus Wade charge, the people that understand it. The naive people that thought that it was a right in the Constitution, they're fucking idiots because they don't understand it. So it's a states' rights issue. It's always been a states' rights issue. Every state can decide something different, and that's what's happening now. And the world is not collapsing because of this.
No, and actually, speaking of states' rights, this is a very controversial thing that I did not put in here, but Louisiana is requiring not a Bible, the 10 Commandments be posted in every classroom.
They can do that. That's their state right. That's
but the way to go. Okay, right now, this is now the time for it in election year, because now all the Democrats are gonna be pointing out this shit, and I was like, oh my god, and they're strict too. Like, if you don't put the 10 Commandments, you're not gonna be state founding. It should be a voluntary thing by school or teachers. But now all the Democrats are going to be pointing like, hey, look, if you vote the Republican, this is what you're going to get. So now whatever.
Well, the thing, everyone seems to think there's a separation of church and state.
Well, that's not what I mean.
Nowhere in the Constitution. No, it's not in the Constitution. It was in a letter written from, I think, Jefferson to someone else. And it was brought up once. And what it actually said was, the federal government will not force religion on people because the United States was so Christian, but you had Episcopalians and Baptists and Catholics and yes.
But this is not the time for it, dude. This is not the time for it. We're in an election year. Now you're gonna fucking put a spotlight instead of everybody focused on Biden. Now we're gonna talk about fucking Louisiana, and we are.
Yeah, we did bring it up.
Yeah, and it should have been like you don't have to, but if you want to, you can put it on. We're not gonna pursue nothing. That's it.
Oh, they're trying to bring it back.
Yeah,
COVID's
that's
on
good.
the rise. Everybody's got to wear their mask.
All right. So Rachel Maddow was on The View recently, and she said a lot of dumb stuff. Like, I
She
watched a
usually
lot of this
does.
stuff.
It's not like an unusual thing for
her. Please, pronouns. Rachel Maddow, I am
her.
pretty
He,
sure is a
she.
man, right?
He, she.
Let me see.
You know,
It.
like porn. The lesbians on porn are absolutely beautiful, but the lesbians in real life
Yeah.
look like
we
men.
we need to sue for this because this is not real life. You know, porn's just lying to me.
Mate, there's no way a plumber's going to come that quick at night. There's no way in the world.
Especially multiple times.
Yeah. And the pizza delivery guys never get that lucky.
No, never.
No, I did the pizza delivery.
Never got
Probably
that lucky.
was, but no, it's a lie.
I don't have any money to tip you. Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, I got another way to tip you.
Yeah.
Hello to Ashley Rice is my work colleague.
How about I give you the tip?
Now you can put the phone and like, hey, you want to tip me?
I feel terrible that this poor woman has to listen to our garbage.
That's pretty good. Hey, I learned a lot
What's the
from my
matter
stuff
with
from
these
Ashley, don't
fucking
you worry.
Americans?
I learned most of my shit from Ash, don't worry about that.
Oh Jesus, my
Australian people can't learn
this
from Americans.
article just started automatically playing.
You're playing shit.
Well, anyway, back to Maddow. She's said that the Supreme Court is flagrantly corrupt.
Yeah.
How?
Because she's not getting her
Because
way.
there's not more liberals on the court right now than conservatives.
Isn't that the Democrats' fault for
It is
changing the rules of how
we've talked about this on the show numerous times.
Because Trump will not have
every time they change a rule.
It's always
the Republicans take advantage of it.
Yeah, every time they change a rule, that's what I'm curious. What's going to happen with the election this year? Are the Republicans going to pull their heads out of their asses and start harvesting votes like the Democrats did last time?
They talked about it. They're definitely talking about it.
I know there's a couple guys doing it, at least in different
states.
States.
They're talking about voting early, voting often too.
God.
And I think it was Hillary Clinton was talking recently about how she was there when Alito and Thomas, I believe, were put on the court, and she voted no for both of them. But Thomas, she said, it was because of his religion. And
what religion?
Like, he's Catholic. He's Catholic.
That's the worst religion ever.
They
don't even know what they believe in.
The president of the United States. Isn't the president of the United States Catholic?
Oh, he's a devout Catholic.
Or at least he says he's Catholic.
He believes in abortion.
That's what he says.
So I don't know how you can be a devout Catholic and believe in abortion.
And same-sex marriage and transing the kids.
And Pride Month.
Yeah, hey, and you want to be you. Here's the thing that gets me: is you bring this stuff up, and people call you all sorts of terrible names. And it's like, I don't hate you because you're a sinner. I sin too. I'm covered in tattoos. I mean, I got one on my hand. Love the sinner, hate the sin.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, and Maddow was talking about like, how Trump's gonna throw everyone in prison and like his political rivals. I'm like, that's you that's doing that right now. What Navarro is already in prison. Trump is had a guilty verdict awaiting proper conviction.
Yeah.
Bannon's about to report to prison.
Yeah.
And there's like 6 other guys that are already in prison.
Yeah. And all the January 6 people are in prison.
And some of them are still awaiting trial without bail.
Solitary confinement.
Yes. This is against every rule we have as a society.
Yep.
Brian, tell me what's going on with Boeing because, okay, first of all, what kind of fucking moron got into a Boeing space shuttle to go to the space station with what's going on with Boeing? And dear God, imagine being the schmuck who says, I'm not sure this worked out the way it's supposed to, and then you disappear like the other two whistleblowers.
Yeah, these people made it to the space station, but it doesn't look like they're going to make it back anytime soon. So Boeing has the capability of getting people to the station, maybe not home from the station.
This is just not giving me I'm not flying Boeing no more. Sorry, I'm not.
Yeah, fortunately, I fly a lot of United, so I'm stuck on Boeing. You don't fly anywhere anymore.
Shh. We don't need to know that. I don't know, man. I do, but do they give you the option, like what plane you want to take? Because now I'm scared of flying Boeing.
That's why I keep my life insurance paid up.
No, it's not even that. It's just like, you know. Yeah, but.
So
Anyways,
did you hear about the exciting news that happened in the Hamptons?
No, what happened?
Justin Timberlake was arrested on a DUI charge.
Now, like, he could probably weasel his way out, but is he going to or not?
I'm sure he'd try.
I mean, then he's gonna be like,
well,
now we're
here's
gonna
the
know
thing is I heard a lot of people.
losing.
Well, I heard a lot of people saying that he's like, oh, he does this one time, he gets busted. It's like, I bet he does this all the time because he knows he can get away with it.
Most people that drink and drive don't do it just once before they get busted. You know, they've done it hundreds of times. I'm not speaking from experience or anything, but I never drink and drive. Just saying.
Okay.
I think I need to get a signal repeater.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, geez, you got all sorts of ideas for the
anything from the down under.
Good, titles come.
Much going on down under, mate.
What's that?
Yeah, anything local down in Aussie land?
Oh, yeah, we've got right now, like we've got elections coming up soon. So basically what they're talking about, all these renewables that the Labor Party, which is like your Democrats, they want to bring in all these renewables, which is absolutely ridiculous. And our Liberal Party, which is like your GOP, they want to bring in nuclear power. So our biggest problem is the states are Labor control, like Democratic control.
Nuclear power is good, but you know they got to get it through the regulatory process.
Exactly.
Which is what usually kills it.
Yeah, well, we've got sustainable coal mines, and our coal mining is really like it's primo throughout the world.
The whole is America's bad for you.
Good. Yeah, and
that's what they do right here.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
He's got in West Virginia.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
West Virginia's huge on coal mining.
Yeah.
And the problem is they're getting all this bullshit fed about renewables and like it's the way to go, the energy and all this. But they don't realise when we put up wind turbines, what's going to be made to use those? Oil. You're going to need grease.
Yeah.
You know, you're
not only that, and those propellers are basically plastic, which is an oil product.
They kill a lot of birds.
Yep. Yep, and that's the biggest problem. Like, I can't wait till the greenies come out and start realising what they're doing, what they're supported. Yeah, but that's probably one of our biggest shake-ups. Plus, also, we had visits from Chinese delegates. They're trying to make a pact with Australia, like improve our military pact with them. But a lot of us are really sceptical about that right now. Yeah, it's just they're building that beltway and it's going around Southeast Asia and someone's got to knock it on the head and try and pull it back.
That's how they're going to transport their drugs.
Oh, 100%. They got the Port of Darwin. They had a 99-year lease on that. And that's a strategical point for the US Navy as well too.
All right, I don't know what happened, but we just lost Jeffrey. I guess that's the advantages of living in the mountains.
Yeah, so that's basically what's going on with us at the moment, mate.
All right, cool. Anybody else got anything else real quick or?
No, I heard somewhere from Rumble in the Morning that in Iowa on some state they're trying to bring back the crocodile snapping turtle. Google it up. They look like a dinosaur.
Uh-huh.
I was like, why would you want dinosaurs back in the habitat? And I thought it was just funny. Crocodile snapping turtles. They look like dinosaurs. Just like, wow. Yeah, and hold on. It was just like they look like dinosaur. Honestly, they do. Okay. And they're trying to bring it back in the state of like I forgot what's the freshwater. That would suck, man. You go in the river like freshwater, like let me enjoy this cold weather.
Yeah.
I mean this hot weather, and you get snap, boom, your leg is gone because they're big.
Yeah.
They could crush you. But yeah, they want to bring it back, and they're like trying to reintroduce it. So yeah, have fun out there, Midwest. I forgot the name of the state. So just look it up. What state trying to rehabitat the alligator snapping turtle. So yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, that's all I got.
All right. I think that's pretty much our shit.
Yeah. And then some.
All right, guys. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, wait. He's bringing it. All right. It's been good. Thanks for coming on, Ron.
Anytime, brother. Anytime. Stay safe.
Yep.
You got raided by the FBI or something?
No, he's coming on. He's living in the mountains.
Oh, probably Elon Musk, like
oh God, dude, my signal just took a shit. Now we're streaming to YouTube. I don't know if that stopped when I was offline for a minute.
I don't think so. I think when I became host, it started going from my feed.
All right.
You got raided by.
It happened automatically. Once you lost connection, it just reverted to me. And if it wouldn't have been me, it would have been one of the other two people on the Zoom. So they were good.
It's open. Oh, anyway, that's our material. Apparently, we lost the repeat offender too.
Oh, wait, am I still sharing sound?
No, he left. He had to go.
No. Oh, you are not sharing sound.
I'm working on it.
So yeah, he has opened that. He's opened without my picture, my video. Maybe I get a little
little action.
Maybe a little bit better, yeah.
Well, Hakatuo.
Geez, I had to sign in to pick an avatar. Ooh, that is much louder than the first one. Anyway, that is our show. Not a whole lot of material with the Juneteenth holiday. You got anything to add?
Nope.
Alright. That's our show.
Like and subscribe our podcast feed. Hit that like button.
Yeah, Podbean Dark.
Don't forget to share it with your friends. Oh.
And Brian, you I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to shut off the live stream now.
I got it. It's all reversed to me.
All right.
There we go.